Alright, so now I'm going to give my thoughts on the Marvel panel and what they showed and what they've been teasing us and stuff like that. And man, they brought a lot of information. First, I want to talk about the announced movies that we've got coming. Of course, Avengers Age of Ultron and Ant-Man, which is, I'm looking forward to that. It's had some problems here, change of directors and other things like that. I think they changed some writers. It's been hard. It's been in like development hell, but it is happening. I do like how Ant-Man's costumes looks, or costume. I think he's gonna have one. I don't think he's gonna have two, or maybe he will. Who knows? But it looks interesting. I like the concept art for that. So looking forward to that. We got some titles for the upcoming sequels and whatnot. Captain America Fallen Sun sounds interesting. That's gonna be sometime in 2016. That's awesome. Doctor Strange. Now, yes, been waiting to hear that. Of course, like people have been saying, just be patient. The other characters are coming, and Doctor Strange is one of them. I can't wait till that character hits. I love Doctor Strange. You guys know I'm a huge fan of fantasy and magic and all that. So that's gonna, if they do that right, that could really be like my go-to Marvel movie. Thor Ragnarok. I like that title. I like that a lot. Maybe they're gonna do the whole Twilight of the Gods or whatnot, or the Ragnarok saga from the comics. Who knows? Because these titles have familiar titles from the comics, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna completely adapt the comic, page for page and all that. So who knows? But I like the title. Hopefully it's better than the previous Thor movies. Hopefully they learn from their mistakes and the villain is. I'm hoping that the villain, whoever they choose, that they really nail the villain down. Because Malekith was mad for me, and Loki got a lot better in Dark World. But I want a villain that's really gonna push Thor to the edge. So let's hope that they get that right. And for the other Marvel Cinematic villains too. Guardians of the Galaxy War of Kings. That sounds interesting. I think I know where they're going with that. Of course, yeah, baby. Fucking Black Panther. Been waiting to hear that news. Yes. Well, they've been talking about Black Panther's gonna happen, but I just wanted to hear an official announcement. And now that we see on this picture here, it's actually happening and everything. They're gonna do it. Yes, I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be one movie that they cannot screw up for multiple reasons. Avengers 3 Civil War. I really hope that they're not going to adapt Civil War stories, because I really don't care for Civil War. So hopefully that's not. World War Hulk. Again, I hope it's not from the comics. I hope it's more of like Planet Hulk, but we'll see what happens. And we have the Inhumans. Now that's the most interesting thing right there. This is another one that's gonna have. I'm gonna be keeping my eye on this because I like the Inhumans. I can't wait to see Black Bolt, Medusa, whoever they get Medusa. Man, fucking long ass red hair. Whew. That's gonna be hard for me to resist for many reasons. But yeah, I can't wait to see the Inhumans and how they're gonna do Black Bolt's speech and all of that. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to the Inhumans, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange the most. Those are the ones I'm most interested in seeing. So that's what we have coming in the couple of years. I mean, they've got stuff. I think they say they have stuff planned out to 2024, if I'm not mistaken, 2025, 2024. So Marvel Studios, of course, bringing out the big guns, doing their thing, and let's hope all these movies are really, really good. So now that I've got that out the way, let's talk about the other stuff that they revealed to us. They revealed a lot of concept art for Avengers Age of Ultron. I want to talk about this a lot. They gave us a description of the trailer. Now, they didn't show it. It was just a description. And the description went like, the Avengers are kind of happy-go-lucky at first, and then things get darker when they, start leading up to Ultron. And Ultron has me really excited for. I think he could be the best Marvel cinematic villain to date, if they do it right. Because what Ultron, when they first announced that Ultron was going to be the villain for the second film, my thoughts were like this. I was like, you know what? They need to make Ultron very menacing, like the T-1000 from Terminator, or T-800 from the first Terminator, or something like Agent Smith. A very awesome artificial intelligence villain, because Ultron is like that. He's very angry. He's pissed off. He hates the Avengers, and Joss Whedon kept talking about that, and I'm like, okay, because I didn't really like how you portrayed Loki in the first Avengers. I thought he was really subpar and too much joking around and all that. I want to see Ultron bring the pain. I want to see him be an awesome villain, a memorable villain, and they can do it if they portray Ultron like that. Because, like I said, I want him to have that sort of demeanor, like, when you see the T-1000 or a T-800 from the first Terminator, very menacing and dark and very scary. I want to see something like that with Ultron. So that has me really excited. And the concept art looks cool. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of Ultrons. I really like that Ultron has that evil smile that he always has, on his face, which is really cool. That's a really, and to me, it looks like a really, I always thought that was like a really creepy and intimidating look. It's really unique for an artificial intelligence. Usually when they have, robots and cyborgs and all that, they usually have like a, kind of a generic look on their faces. But Ultron just looks evil. He looks like he was built from Satan. Like he was built from hell, an artificial intelligence from hell. So that's what I want to see, baby. They also, it looks like they're going to introduce Vision. I didn't know that Vision was going to be in here. I thought they were just going to introduce Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. But I see Vision, and I'm like, whoa, okay, they're introducing a lot of new people in here, a lot of new characters. I was like, damn, Vision. So I'm looking forward to that as well. How they're going to do Vision. He's a really interesting character. I really like the Vision. He's almost kind of like Marvel's Martian Manhunter in a way. He's very calm, cool, and he's the opposite of what Ultron. He's Ultron's son, and he's the opposite of Ultron. He's like the artificial intelligence from heaven. That's going to be really interesting to see how they portray that and how he's going to play off Ultron. If he gets any screen time or anything like that, if he gets to fight, but looking at the concept art, it looks like he's going to be a part of the battle, so that's really going to be interesting. The thing that really, really intrigued me, though, was seeing Cap's shield broken. I'm like, whoa. Okay, Ultron is really crazy going in. He's probably going to be built from adamantium, which is going to be really interesting to see, because they're going to have a hard time. Tony can't just come up and break the damn thing, so he's going to have to do some serious planning on how they're going to defeat Ultron. But yeah, his Cap's shield being broken, a lot of people have said that's it's going to be fixed by a certain guy from Wakanda, and I'm like, that would be so cool. They followed that. I would like that a lot. And of course, again, Quicksilver. Before I talk about Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, I want to talk about. They also said that the Hulkbuster is coming this time. Well, they had the Hulkbuster in Iron Man 3, but it didn't do anything but hold up something in the factory, which is like, I'm like, that was a waste. That was kind of stupid. That was a waste of armor, and he destroyed all of his armor. So I'm like, whatever. But in here, it looks like they're gonna make actual use. And of the Hulkbuster. It's gonna be the completed version of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing Hulkbuster versus Hulk, and I'm wondering why Hulk is gonna fight Iron Man. Why they're gonna duke it out, uh, what type of problems they're gonna have. That's another thing. And speaking of Hulk, here's another thing. A lot of people that I've been talking about, and I've been thinking, like I've been saying this all along. The Hulk needs to be a character. I don't want to see him acting like King Kong, roar and hunched over like King Kong and all that stuff. No. I want to see Hulk like he was in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Like a lot of people have said. I want to see him have actual character inflections, actual character interactions, speaking actual sentences, not just Hulk smash or puny god. No, that's not enough. That's not enough for me. I want to see him actually walking around Avengers Tower and interacting with the other characters and whatnot, and not just there to punch stuff. Another thing that has me excited about Banner is they said him and Tony are going to have a lot more smarts going on. There's going to be a lot more tech savvy stuff between those two. They're going to be, doing some really awesome tech savvy stuff. So I'm like, okay, there you go. That's what I want to see. So looking forward to that. Thor, Thor has to have more excuse me, badass moments. I want to see more of his other things that he can do, because usually he just uses his hammer. I want to see Thor fight without the hammer. I want to see him maybe Ultron takes the hammer and knocks it out of his hand or something, and I want to see Thor use his fists, his other training that he has as a god, and not just, I can just throw a hammer and that's pretty much it. So hopefully Thor gets to shine more in here than he did in the first movie. So that's pretty much all I have to say with Thor. I'm pretty sure Hawkeye and Natasha are gonna kick some major ass, but they're gonna have to need some upgrades too. Because Ultron, if Ultron is gonna be made of adamantium, them arrows ain't gonna cut it. And regular hand to hand. They did say that Scarlett Johansson's suit is gonna be like advanced, like somehow it makes her movements quicker. Like she's almost like superhuman. Like she's almost like Cap. Instead of being injected with serum or something that enhances her costume is it works with her. It makes her stronger. So that, I think that's definitely the smartest thing they could have done with her, because I'm like, otherwise she gonna have a hard time keeping up, her and Hawkeye. So we'll see what they do with them. But yeah, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, I'm really interested to see how they're gonna do those two, how they're gonna introduce them. Of course, they can't use the M word, mutant, so that's of course disappointing. But I'm thinking maybe Quicksilver might be the answer to this. I mean, and Scarlet Witch, of course, with her hex powers, she can do some damage. I mean, she's one of the most powerful mutants in Marvel. I think she is classified as a A-class mutant, if I'm not mistaken, like Magneto is. Or eventually she works her way up to that point. But she's very powerful. Not somebody you want to mess with. She can throw down. And of course Quicksilver with his speed, I'm wondering how, of course, he's going to be different from Quicksilver from X-Men Days of Future Past. So I'm just really excited for this. I'm really interested, especially for Ultron. That's my biggest concern. They gotta nail Ultron. And of course the introduction of new characters, that's going to be tight to do. I don't know how long the movie's going to be. Probably 2 to 3 hours long. With so much stuff to cover. And like I said, Hulk gotta be a character this time. I want him to interact and be smart, and of course bring the smash. So that's my thoughts on the Marvel panel. I'm looking forward to it, and let's go, geeks. Let's go in, and I'm hoping for the best. Alright, I'm out. Peace.